So in chapter 10, we're learning how to classify angles. In the first example, we're looking at acute, obtuse, right, and straight angles. You don't necessarily have to write these down. Hopefully this is previous knowledge that you already have. But just kind of be familiar with this, okay? All right, you guys remember learning this from before? All right, so now in example 1, now I'm taking all the labels off. I want you to classify each angle. So I'm going to go ahead and number them so we're all kind of on the same page with the numbering. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, I want you to label, to draw it too. Draw the angle on your paper and then label it acute, obtuse, straight, or right. Okay, same with me. Number 1. Obtuse. Number 2.
Acute.
Number 3.
Straight.
Number 4. Right. Very good. Okay, so now let's classify types of angles, both complementary and supplementary. You need to write down these definitions. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. These are two angles whose measures add up to 90 degrees. All right, so if I'm looking now at these types of angles, let's see what this means, okay? So in one section of your homework tonight, you're going to be given two angles that kind of show the diagram, and we need to add them together to see what their total is to be able to tell if they're complementary, supplementary, or neither. So when we add 32 plus 58, go ahead and add those together. What is going to be your total angle measure?
90.
Alexis, what's going to be your total angle measure? Add them together. What is it? It's 90. It's 90. So guess what? They're complementary. All right, because they're exactly 90. So add the second two on B. Add those angles together. And then tell me, are they complementary, supplementary, or neither? They're supplementary because when I add them together, it's 180 degrees. So what would happen if I added them and it was 181? Neither. What if it was 75? Neither. So literally, if it's any other measure, it's neither. Okay? So section like that on your homework. All right, now, what if you had a problem like this? Okay, so you got a lounge chair picture in your book. Okay, everybody know what a lounge chair is? You know, you kind of lay out in the sun outside, okay, by the pool. So if you know that they are supplementary, what's the total going to be? 180. And then you know the measure of one angle, and you're trying to solve for the other angle. You have to have a variable. Okay, so we're going to set up an equation. What do you think goes on the right side of the equal sign? 180, my total. And then on the other side, what do you think I would write? 130 plus x, because I don't know the other angle. You could say A for angle if you wanted. 130 plus x. How do I solve for x?
You subtract 130 from 180.
Yep, and x equals 50 degrees, so that's my other angle. So this is how you're going to do numbers 6, 22, 23, and 24. 4 problems just like this where you have to set up an equation. On this last example now, I need you to, I'm going to give you an angle measure, 73 degrees. Okay, you have a whole section like this on your homework. I'm going to give you an angle measure of 73 degrees. And I'm going to tell you, you tell me now, what if these angles were complementary, what would the other angle measure be? If they were supplementary, what would the other angle measure be? So now let's go back to the total. Complementary measures, angles measure what? 90. So you subtract from 90 to find the other one. Supplementary add up to 180, so you subtract from 180 to find the other one. So go ahead and find the complementary and supplementary measures if my original measure is 73 degrees. So it'll be 17 and 107. Did you get those?
Yes.
Okay, so now do another one. 64 and 22. Find the complementary and supplementary angle measures of both of those angles. All right, so complementary for 64, what is it?
26.
And supplementary for 64.
116.
Very good. And then complementary for 22. And supplementary for 22. All right, good job, guys. What about this one? 90-degree angle.
Zero.
Can you have an angle measure of 0 though? No, it would not exist. In order for it to be an angle, there has to be some type of a measure there. So you say not possible. You don't even have to say 0. NP, not possible. But is supplementary possible?
Yes.
Yeah, what would supplementary be?
Yeah, 90.
Okay, so if the original angle measure is 90 or above, complementary is just NP, not possible. What about this one though? 180.
Wait, can't you have like a negative?
Possible.
Huh? No, you cannot have negative angles. No, that's not possible. Angle measures, anytime I'm measuring something, it's not negative. All right, so 180 degrees, is complementary possible? No, that's way over 90. Is supplementary possible? No, both of them are not possible. Okay, because again, you can't have an angle measure of 0. What about this one? 102 degrees. All right, go ahead and write them down. Complementary, supplementary, 78. All right, and if you understand that, that's everything you need to know for 10.1.